Sister Wives Robyn and her children have wiped out all of Kody's assets. Kody is now sitting on the street and bankrupt. Meanwhile, Kody has ordered Robyn not to support her children. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia, and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Flintstone sink with $200 amethyst crystals. Is Sister Wives Kody and Robyn's kooky bathroom from former home a sign that their lifestyle is too lavish? Kody Brown and Robyn Brown from Sister Wives used to live in a luxurious $1 million house with an extravagant bathroom that reflected their opulent lifestyle. Kody, who was already married to Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, welcomed Robyn into his family in 2010. Without delay, he started a family with her, realizing his desire for a large family. In 2014, Kody divorced his legal wife, Mary, to marry Robyn to adopt her children and further expand their family. The couple went on to have 2 biological children together, Solomon in 2011 and Ariella in 2016. Kody and Robyn initially started as a polygamous couple, but their relationship grew stronger over the years, ultimately leading them to become more of a monogamous pair. The close bond between the couple also had an impact on the other sister wives, Janelle, Mary, and Christine, who felt neglected as Kody spent most of his time with Robyn. Between 2021 and 2023, Mary, Janelle, and Christine decided to end their relationships with Kody to pursue their dreams in different cities. This resulted in Kody's polygamous relationship with Robyn transitioning into a monogamous marriage. Many Brown family members have accused Kody and Robyn of being excessive with their spending habits, with one of their children, Gwendolyn Brown, even labeling them as shopaholics. Recently, a Sister Wives fan, mindful_goat_nugget, uncovered evidence supporting these claims by sharing some pictures from Kody and Robyn's old home. One particular picture showcased their lavish bathroom, completed with a Flintstone-style sink and extravagant decor. The presence of additional gems near the sink hinted at the couple's apparent willingness to invest a substantial amount of money into creating their custom bathroom. Another one of the photos showed Kody and Robyn's foyer, showcasing walls adorned with artwork made of seashells. The images also featured their primary bedroom, with a large king-size bed, a big pink carpet, a matching pink painting, and several expensive paintings. The bed appeared even more lavish due to its size and custom design. The bedroom was filled with artwork, including statues, ornate plants, a plush couch, and other decor. However, there were some peculiar items present, such as a strange bust, a painting of kissing horses, and a vintage bow and arrow hanging on the wall. Many Redditors noticed that the bathroom of Kody and Robyn's old house included several crystals. They found it strange that the couple may have invested a large amount of money in bathroom decorations that didn't match the overall aesthetic of their house. Some fans questioned whether Kody and Robyn have faith in the properties of crystals. Others speculated on the high cost of the decorative crystals, estimating they likely cost more than $200. One Redditor commented, "That ain't cheap at all," suggesting that the amethyst crystals were likely very expensive. While fans were impressed by the decor, they also noted how everything in their home looked a bit excessive. Some even claim that money can buy items, but not good taste and style. Over the years, many of Kody's family members have accused him and Robyn of frivolously spending money on random items. The Sister Wives couple's expensive purchases, like jewelry and Robyn's obsession with American dolls, have only fueled these rumors. Season 19 of Sister Wives may be shaping up to the most heartbreaking one yet. The reality TV show follows the Brown family, the members of which have split into several different branches, as Patriarch Kody has been divorced by 3 out of 4 of his wives. In the most recent episode of the show, one of Kody's exes, Janelle, opened up about what it was like learning that she'd lost her son, Garrison, to suicide. In her time of grief, she noted, one of the unexpected sources of comfort has actually come from the support of longtime fans of the show. The latest episode of season 19 featured many of the other Brown family members learning of Garrison's passing, the shock palpable among the group. For his mother, Janelle, this was the most heartbreaking and unexpected news imaginable, and she explained how caught off guard she was by the loss. Janelle said that she and her son had been texting all day long shortly before his passing, and that she didn't at all suspect anything might be amiss. While she and Garrison, who was 25 at the time of his passing, may not have been in constant contact, Janelle explained that going a couple of days without chatting was perfectly normal for them. Now over a year after his passing, she reflected on how she tried to always be there for him, even if it was just letting him know that she was available to him. Part of the complication of the situation, she admitted, was that Garrison had also been struggling with his drinking. He would go through periods where he was really good, and then he just would have a binge just as part of the cycle. She admitted to the cameras. In the end, Garrison passed from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in March of 2024. Viewers of the show are now seeing the aftermath of Garrison's passing play out over a year later on the show. As fans of the show are catching up on the tragedy, Janelle has noted how grateful she is for the outpouring of love and support that has since come from the Sister Wives fanbase. This past week, after the episode aired, she took to her personal Instagram account to share more about what reliving the loss via the TV episode has been like. In the text across the photo, she wrote, "Thank you to everyone for the amazing messages of support since the episode aired," likely alluding to the outpouring of love she'd experienced from viewers of the show and her followers on social media. In her caption for the post, she expressed her gratitude for all those around her during such a difficult time, including her surviving family members. She also shared that she truly believed she did everything she could for her son while he was alive, offering her most vulnerable words since his passing. Though Janelle turned off the comments for the post, fans were able to offer their support under her other photos. In a photo Janelle posted for her birthday, one fan offered a message of admiration. "You're an inspiration to women everywhere. Your independence, resilience, and level-headedness are truly unmatched," they shared. "Janelle, you are awesome. I would love to be your friend. So happy for you. Spread your wings and fly," shared another. For now, Janelle appears to be forging ahead with the next chapter of her life, setting down roots in Santa Fe away from the land in Arizona where she raised the children she shares with Kody. Garrison's remains were scattered in one of his favorite spots in Wyoming, a fitting final resting place, according to his mother. Sister Wives. Mary Brown's dating life explained. The former polygamist hasn't had luck since leaving Kody Brown. Mary Brown has been dating since leaving her polygamous marriage. The Sister Wives season 19 star hasn't been having very much luck. 54-year-old Mary was Kody Brown's first wife. When all was said and done, Kody would have 4 wives and 18 children. Mary grew up in a polygamous community, so it wasn't a foreign concept to her. In fact, she felt religiously driven to live the principle of plural marriage. Despite the best of intentions, Mary couldn't make her polygamous marriage to Kody work, no matter how hard she tried. In 2022, after 32 long years of marriage, Mary walked away from her marriage to Kody. She wasn't the first of his wives to walk away. She followed third wife Christine Brown and second wife Janelle Brown out the door. By the time Sister Wives season 19 aired, Kody was down to his last wife, 45-year-old fourth wife Robyn Brown. Since finding herself single again, Mary has been looking for love. She didn't let her divorce close her heart. Though she's been dating and was even in a short-term committed relationship, Mary hasn't found the one. In January 2024, the Sister Wives season 19 star proudly revealed she had a new man in her life. It was an especially auspicious day, as it was her 53rd birthday. Mary introduces Amos Andrews, and she looked happier than ever and on the mend after leaving Kody. After being neglected by her ex-husband for years, Mary was hopeful that she had found her happy ending with a man who wanted to be with her. Sadly, the relationship wasn't meant to be. Though Mary seemed happy, it was revealed that Amos wasn't who Mary thought he was. One of Amos' 4 ex-wives told the U.S. Sun about his alleged controlling behavior and his obsession with reality TV stars. According to court documents obtained by the publisher, Amos had a sordid past. He has been embroiled in an ugly child support battle for the last 7 years. Andrew was also in a serious relationship right before he met Mary, and the timeline of when they broke up was unclear. In February 2024, Mary announced her breakup on Instagram. Mary explained that though she and Amos cared about each other, their relationship wasn't going to continue. She was single for a long time after her split from Amos. The Sister Wives season 19 star focused on herself, her health, and her business empire. Mary lost weight and started a new life coaching business. With her one child, 29-year-old Liam Brown, all grown up and living in another state, Mary found herself alone. Hopefully, she will meet the right man sooner rather than later. Mary has been open about the fact that she's looking for love again. She probably hopes for the kind of luck Christine Brown had. Christine was Kody's 3rd wife, but she was the first to walk away from the marriage. In 2021, after 27 years of marriage and 6 children, Christine left Kody. She started dating soon after, and almost immediately met David Woolley. After a whirlwind romance, Christine and David married in 2023, and she's never been happier. Mary hopes to find what Christine found, but hasn't had luck so far. Mary's other former sister wife, Janelle Brown, is also single. She left Kody in 2022, after 29 years of marriage and 5 children. Unlike Christine and Mary, Janelle has no intention of looking for love. Though she'd be open to dating if someone special came along, she's not interested in looking for love again. During an interview on the Sibling Revelry podcast, the Sister Wives season 19 star announced that she had no intention of ever getting married or even of ever dating again. "I am done," she said, adding, "I love my single life." Mary and Kody struggled to make their marriage work from day one. Over the years, things got worse for the Sister Wives couple, and they eventually stopped living as husband and wife. For too long, Mary lived with Kody's neglect. She was committed to living the principle of polygamy for religious reasons, and she didn't believe in divorce. She even stuck around after Kody told her he never loved her. Hearing that shook Mary. Though she knew they'd stopped being happy, she believed that they were deeply in love once. On top of all that, Kody blamed Mary for driving him to polygamy. During Sister Wives season 19, Kody finally admitted that he never meant those hurtful words he said about Mary and his other ex-wives. He explained that he was lashing out because he was in pain. It must have been validating for his exes to hear him admit that he loved them, but the damage had already been done. Understandably, Mary would have a hard time believing the next man who tells her he loves her. Kody wasn't the only person who betrayed Mary. Over a decade ago, the Sister Wives season 19 star met a man on the internet and began a relationship. After some time, Mary learned the man she was speaking to was a woman who had been misleading her. Mary had been catfished. After being betrayed so many times, Mary may struggle to ever be able to trust anyone ever again. Her inability to trust may be keeping her from finding true love. In the wake of Garrison's passing, details began to emerge not just about the pain of loss, but also about the undercurrents within the Brown family. According to insider accounts, some of Janelle Brown's relatives were reportedly uncomfortable with Kody and Robyn's presence at the funeral, particularly because the camera crews tagged along. Kody, who has been no stranger to controversy, was said to have expressed a desire to take Garrison's remains and bury him himself. However, Janelle had the final say, and her son was ultimately laid to rest in Wyoming. Despite the sensitive nature of the gathering, the presence of cameras, and Kody's perceived insensitivity sparked criticism among fans. But the most talked about moment didn't happen at the funeral. It happened on screen, during a sit-down with Janelle. As the episode aired, a segment where a producer asked Janelle, "I didn't know him much. Tell me a little bit of stories about him," struck a nerve with many viewers. Online forums lit up with reactions. For many, the question felt jarring and poorly timed, especially for a grieving mother still processing her loss. It would only remind her of the pain, one fan commented. In contrast, viewers applauded David Woolley, Kody Brown's husband, for his gentle and thoughtful approach. Rather than directly probe her grief, David asked Janelle about her favorite stories involving Garrison. This shift in tone made all the difference. David's approach was great. He got Kody to think about the good times, the laughs, and the things she loved about Garrison. It probably helps that he's been through this type of loss with his wife, and he knows that it never really goes away. You just learn to carry on with it. David understood her grief to a certain extent. Losing a spouse isn't the same as losing a child, but he understood the pain bait of how they both left this world. David is a great example of a mature, stable man who loves and cares about others before himself, the total opposite of Kody. This episode seemed to mark a turning point in public perception of David Woolley. Fans who were once skeptical of his presence on the show found themselves reevaluating him in a new light. That scene really changed a lot of my perceptions about David. He was thoughtful and understanding towards Kody. He understands grief and loss and seems to know how to be there for her. I told my spouse that I was seeing David as a beige flag at best until this episode. It was good to see that Kody found someone deeper than just finds her attractive, which was my concern. As fans continued the conversation online, some suggested that TLC may have overlooked a major opportunity when it came to showcasing David. Instead of allowing his character to grow on its own, the show seemed to funnel much of his screen time into drawing comparisons with Kody. One fan noted that David was used as a vehicle for Kody to reflect on her former marriage, rather than letting his unique qualities shine on their own. With his maturity, emotional intelligence, and quiet strength, many viewers believe he deserved more than just being a contrast to Kody's past behavior. As Sister Wives approaches the airing of episode 25 on May 18, 2025, it remains to be seen whether the series will explore these deeper dynamics or continue leaning into the familiar drama. McMansion with $7,200 heated driveway. Sister Wives Kody and Robyn's lavish spending on former home tells a story. Did they use Brown family money for all these luxuries? The home that Kody and Robyn currently occupy was purchased by the duo for a whopping $2.1 million via their Whitestone Trust. It features 7,884 square feet, and the down payment was $420,000. The couple got a mortgage to cover the rest. It's a showplace in Flagstaff, but the house they owned before that is also a very fancy residence. The couple sold it for $1.6 million in 2024. That's the home with the heated driveway. Heated driveways aren't cheap. Warmly Yours reports that a driveway of this type can cost $7,294. However, that estimate's actually on the lower end of the scale. Depending on the type of driveway heating selected and the length and shape of the driveway, it can cost up to $30,000. So Kody and Robyn potentially spent a lot of money on their heated driveway. Some Redditors believe that Robyn and Kody chose to hide assets from the other wives, who are now exes. They think Robyn and Kody knew those women would leave, and prepared for that by pouring money into pricey art collections and more. That's a very cynical viewpoint, and there's no proof of that, but maybe it's not an impossibility either. It's certainly clear that Robyn and Kody's lifestyle was more upscale than the others. On Reddit, the patriarch and his villain of a wife, Robyn, were taken to task for living like A-listers. One fan summed it up. Some reality fans may be aware that another reality family, the Chrisleys, got in a little trouble with the law. Tax issues put them behind the 8 ball. They were charged with conspiracy and tax evasion. To compare Robyn and Kody to them speaks volumes about the public perception of the pair. They are perceived as a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde. But maybe they aren't as bad as all that. They've never been charged with crimes. On their art collection, Robyn and Kody reportedly spent $20,000. David Woolley jewelry fan Kody wears a Heart of the Ocean necklace valued at $1,100. Kody has a stash of pricey Rolex watches, some of which cost thousands of dollars. They are vintage designs, which Robyn sometimes wears. Robyn blew $70K of American Girl dolls and custom clothes for those toys. Since Kody recently divided the Coyote Pass land, granting his ex-wives larger shares, except Christine, it seems like the controversial couple might be changing their ways. Perhaps Kody's realizing that he didn't always treat those women well. However, another scenario, which actually makes more sense, is that they frightened him with possible legal action, scaring him into giving them shares of the land. The sister wives patriarch Kody wasn't that generous with Janelle and Mary before, so why would he be different now? What changed was the women's attitudes. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has not always been very expressive about his feelings. Over the years, we have seen several ups and downs in his life, but a year ago, his son Garrison passed away. It was one of the most shocking news for the franchise. Everyone from the Brown family was shocked to the core, and for the first time in a year, they opened up about the tragedy. Kody accepted that he is grappling with heart-aching grief after his son Garrison's death. His son took his own life by a self-inflicted gunshot in his residence. His brother Gabriel found him dead in his home and informed the other family members. Garrison's mom, Janelle, has been crying and breaking down over the tragedy. And now, for the first time, Kody broke down in tears as he remembered Garrison. Viewers got to see his raw emotions, and in a way, we all felt bad for him.